Good morning, guys. It's early on Friday. I have a big soaping day ahead of me. I'm just getting everything ready. I ended up purchasing another 17-pound mold. This is the new one down here, so that I can start really master batching soaps. This I got on Amazon. It is a wonderful, wonderful soap mold. This is a slab soap mold for $75. That is like a fraction of the cost of a lot of the molds out there. So really great. You will need a slab cutter if you do soap in here. And then these I also got off of Amazon, and I have 2 more coming. I wanted one for each of my Homestead collection soaps, so if I just needed to do a run, I could do 5 pounds of each. But I will be doing some in here, so I have a lot of batched for wholesale. So I'm really excited about that. These molds here I did get off of Wholesale Supply Plus. I wanted something different because I have to redo all my shampoo bars again. I wanted something different. Can you see that pattern? It's so cute. It's daisy. I wanted something different than these molds for shampoo bars, and because my recipe is completely different for my shampoo bars. It is cold process, but for each type of scalp I have a different recipe and completely different oils. Like I'm using argan oil and almond oil and avocado oil, depending on what the scalp type is, and different clays and different essential oils. So I really wanted this, and it's really a pretty little top on the bar. So this isn't the top, it's this that's the top. So all right, I have to melt down all my oils in that pot right there. You can use enamel in soaping. I don't soap in there, although I could. I just melt my oils down. But first, I'm going to do that. I'm going to melt my oils down. I might do a fast forward of that. I'm not going to show any barn chores this morning. I'm going to go up and get those done. Hopefully the horses can come out, and then we'll start soaping. I'm making patchouli and orange, 15 pounds, and 17 pounds of lavender field. Okay, I am back, cleaned up from the barn. I still have my coconut oil to melt. Everything else over here is pretty much melted. The first one I'm going to do is lavender fields in the 17-pound mold. So my alkanet root powder's in here, my my purple clay's in here, and my essential oil's in here, my kaolin clay's in here. So this has just been, I haven't blended it with the blender yet. I just let it sit. And so the essential oils really get infused in there in a sense, because it's been like 3 hours. Oh my goodness, that coconut oil was a pain to get out, but I did it. And let's turn my other light on here. Got several lights. I got my goat milk and lye solution over in my sink. Currently my sink in here is not operational. I do not have running water in here, so typically after I'm done soaping, all my dishes will sit and turn to soap, and then I take them into my kitchen and wash them out. So both of these are goat milk soaps, and I'm going to wait to blend this because I'm probably going to want to blend my lye, but I'll show you the oils. I have them sitting on the hot water, and the coconut oil is slowly going away. All right, I'll be right back with the lye, and we'll start. I have to get a big bowl though, because this is about 200, this batch is about 200 ounces of oils, including what's in the bucket here for lavender fields. Okay, what I have done is I have separated both of the recipes. This is for my lavender fields, so I'm going to go ahead and pour that in here. the temperatures, you know, you'll hear about what to soap at. I like to soap at a low temp, mainly because it slows down the process of it thickening up on me. And also, I don't want it to burn my essential oils or my natural fragrances that I'm putting in. So I'm going to check my temp here on my lye. I know my oils are good. Just going to mix it up a little bit. And I'm also going to blend. So I'm sitting right at 100. And typically I'm 80, 85. But I'm okay since this is going to go right into one mold. It's all going to be one pour. I'm not worried about it thickening up on me. Actually, I would prefer it to thicken up on me. And 100 is not going to burn my essential oils. So this is the lye. And why I'm blending it is because the lye is already saponifying with the butter fat in the goat milk. And to get a nice smooth bar, you can go in and just carefully, you don't want this splashing up in your face, blend those bits, and it makes it nice and smooth. I showed this in another video, I believe. Now you can see it's getting a lot smoother. Like it. We don't want, I mean, it's not going to affect your bar any if you get the chunks, but it's just nice to smooth it out and to make everything blended, and it's just aesthetics, really. All right, now I'm going to blend my olive oil and castor oil and all of my additives. And I'm going to add these to the rest of the oils. Give y'all a little better view. This is just the oils mixed together. This is making me nervous because when I've done the 17-pound mold, I have like 3 or 4 colors that I separate. Never have I had it in one big batch before. So this is going to be interesting pouring it into the mold. And I'm like looking at this going, oh my gosh, is this going to fit in that mold? This looks like so much soap. I always take my stick blender off and it's already starting to saponify again with the butter fat. I'm going to pour this in, but I'm going to hold on to my stick blender attachment. All right, so I'm just gonna mix this up. I can't believe this really gonna fit that 17-pound mold. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have so much more soap left. The numbers are going in my head right now, like, holy smokes, did I not like measure that right? My brain is thinking of all the numbers on my, because when you master batch the oils and then you're dividing them in the recipe, and so it's a little scary. So time will tell if this is actually going to fit in that 17-pound mold.
And you look outside of your dreams, 'cause you might miss the moment he's reaching out his hand. And you look beyond all your things, 'cause you might overlook that she's asking you to dance. You gotta give all you got, gotta give all you got for love. 'Cause you're here for a moment. You give all you got, gotta give all you got for love. 'Cause you're here for a moment. You give all you got, gotta give all you got for love. 'Cause you're here for a moment. You give all you got for love. And you set aside all your plans, 'cause you won't understand when you're standing face to face.
look, after all that blending, I still can't, it's still not ready for me to texture. I mean, it's starting to hold up, but not what I want to do at all. So I'm gonna get my lavender buds and just let it sit for a minute. These marks, and I don't know if you can see, yeah, see these marks here? Those are my loaves. Gives me enough at the end. I have some samples. I have like a line and I can cut them into samples. This is the only time I take my gloves off soaping is so I can texture, and then I'm gonna put my buds on. Color, it's a light purple. It is set up, it's only been a couple of hours. It is set up pretty nicely. I combined my oils and butters and hard oils and butters with the olive oil and castor oil and colors, and I just am doing just heating it up a little bit. I don't know if that's in the frame, but it's right over there is where I heat it up. And then I'm gonna add the lye because it got a little chilly while I was waiting. Well, I was actually working at the barn. So I'm gonna set this one aside. This is heating up nice. I don't cover, typically don't cover my soaps. Goat milk heats up really nice. And I just wanna make sure this room temperature stays a pretty good temperature so that it doesn't do something funky to the outside than it does to the inside. So I'm gonna up my temperature. Let me get my goat milk for the next soap and we'll get that mixed up, orange and patchouli. All right, I got my lye ready to roll. I just blended it, and then I am using this pot because I have no other big bowl. So like I said, I'm used to dividing my soaps into like 4s or 3s or different colors, and so I'm not usually putting it in such a big a pot at one time. I'll scrape it out. My lye is about right about 100. Looks like a lot more soap. Now watch it, it'll start turning this really bright, like almost red. I'm gonna get the blender in. Get ready. Alright, so I'm going to let these sit up, and before I add, hopefully this soap batter in my bucket will thick it up, and I'll be able to add the rest of this on. I had a question. I put a community post up earlier, and just a picture of that lavender field soap that I did, and said, anybody have any soaping questions? And this was one of them. A great question. I love that question because coloring naturally is the best for our skin. So just like today, I used clay, purple clay. I used alkanet root powder. That's a root. And I used annatto seed, not annatto seed, I used paprika and turmeric. These are all things, a lot of it, what you can get from the supermarket. Walnut shell, you can use to get a brown or a black. Charcoal, there's so many different color clays, kaolin clays, that you can use for natural colors. Infusing certain herbs and botanicals can give you hues. There's just endless amounts, and everything has a skin benefit to it. I've infused like dandelion flowers and, calendula flowers, and kind of gotten like a yellowish kind of hue because of them being infused for so long. So yeah, there's so many all over that you can utilize. Kelp is another one, and spinach powder, all those powders, vegetable powders, carrot. Oh my goodness, it's endless. Endless. Now let's see how we're doing here. Let's see which one. I thought this one's probably set up more, because I think, is that the first one I did or second one? Because I brought this one over. Anyway, we'll see if I can. This is still really fluid, so I'm not gonna be able to add it on yet. Good morning. It's early Saturday. This is the lavender fields. I'm actually going to do a steam on the top and then let it sit for a minute, and then we'll cut it. It's definitely like a gray purplish pink. I'm interested to see what's inside, but typically along the outside of the soap is what the color is going to be. So let me steam this and then we'll cut it. I'm bringing back my orange glove. One black, one orange. All right, I wanted to show y'all this. I am just so excited. This is actually packaging, like tape that you put over the top of your packaging to close the boxes for shipping. So I had these made from Vistaprint. Isn't that cute? I think I'll change it next time. I just bought a small roll. It's not really that huge, and I'm just going to do the top of the package or the side, depending on where the closure is, so that this can be seen. I think I'm going to change the luxury handcrafted skincare to be big and the life on the farm to be smaller. What do you think? I don't know. I'm not a graphic designer, but I try. And then I got the Homestead collection tags. Not that. That's to go on. And let me grab, because the one that won the Homestead collection is coming to pick hers up. So here it is. There's the Homestead collection, and there's going to be the tag. So I'll just tie this tag in. They come with the hole already there. The only thing I would change on this, I kind of love the raised, I don't know if you can see that, if the camera's picking that up or not, but I love the raised Homestead collection. That's like raised text. You can actually feel it. The Steadfast Trail Farm, the graphic is kind of blurry, so I will fix that. Mostly I make my labels. I design these on Vistaprint, and I actually design them on Canva and then pulled it into Vistaprint. And then these are what's going to be in, I don't know if you can see that. It just tells, what we do here, the equine therapy for our community free of charge, and how buying soap helps. And then there's a coupon code for those. But I thought those turned out really nice. Hopefully it's picking up on camera. So people get those in their package. I'll probably leave some up at the store as well. So, all right, let me get the soap cut. Okay, slight mistake. So I forgot I had used my cutter for my taller and skinnier bars. So it got cut. I'll show you the difference. This is why it's great if you just have the if you just have the right, and that's the color difference too. It's 3 inches, so I need to have it, if you can see that, I need to have it to where it's gonna be 3 inches tall. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I mean, it's gonna be a bar of soap. I'll probably put this, just sell them as a tall and skinny. So, okay, I got it measured right, and hopefully the string doesn't break. I'll tighten it up a little bit more. All right, here we go. Let's cut soap. Oh boy. Okay, now we will cut patchouli and orange. I love turmeric. Ugh. And this smells amazing. It's like a sunset color. All right, guys, I'm packing up some orders to go up to the barn and to the farm store, and labeling a few more things. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and share if you'd like to see more. Tell me what you'd like to see. More soaping videos, farm things happening. Just let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks so much. God bless. Bye.